Hello everyone, this is Tom Fox. I would like to welcome you to the Sunday Book Review. The Sunday Book Review is the series where I discuss books which impact the compliance practitioner, the legal professional, and the business professional. I hope you will enjoy this episode. The Sunday Book Review for May 16, 2021, the Airline Hijacking edition. First up is Violence in the Skies by Philip Baum. It is a comprehensive and historical look at the beginning of aviation when skyjackings were just a way to steal airplanes or to seek political asylum. Baum works in the aviation security industry. He tells an incredible story of the first known hijacker and hijacking planes so that people could escape to new lives. Baum is fascinating by idiosyncratic characters. Next up, The Skies Belong to Us, Love and Terror in the Golden Age of Hijacking by Brendan Koerner. He contextualizes the phenomenon, details many cases, giving us a sense of assortment of characters, dissidents, and disaffected loners who thought that skyjacking could bring a message and get them quick riches or a better life in some idealized foreign country. He covers the airline's astonishing refusal to enact even the most basic security measures like metal detectors, even as incidences of skyjacking increase rapidly. All of this is a backdrop to the story of Roger Holder and Kathy Kirkow, who pulled off the longest long-haul hijacking of an American plane. Next up, perhaps the most idealized character in all of skyjacking, that of course is D.B. Cooper. On the day before Thanksgiving in 1971, Cooper skyjacked a Boeing 727 headed from Portland to Seattle. He claimed to have a bomb in his attaché case. He got $200,000 in ransom and 4 parachutes. Cooper released all passengers and instructed the pilot to chart a course to Mexico City. Somewhere over southwestern Washington state, Cooper opened the air stairs and jumped from the plane. Despite an extensive FBI investigation, his body has never been found. Cooper became a folk hero because of the daring nature of his crime. He was an anomaly, a white, middle-class, apolitical, nondescript, and seemingly expert in aviation and parachuting, which distinguished him from the pack. Cooper's story is a print the legend story, if there ever was one, and it gives us the potential that he actually survived his jump. And finally, what is the most sad day for most Americans, 9/11. Anthony Summers and Robyn Swan's The 11th Day is a thorough, essential investigation of the day itself. It investigates lingering questions about what happened in the skies on 9/11. It reveals a stunning inability of the national and regional air control systems to both communicate and coordinate. It's unclear if Dick Cheney, who claimed that an order to shoot down the last passenger plane, actually was given. That, of course, is the plane that crashed in Pennsylvania. It is a stunning and lucid, well-reported book about the highly implausible conspiracy theories of the day and the genuine gaps in both the real record and the official record and what actually happened. As a second book on 9/11, we could also recommend The Only Plane in the Sky, which is an oral history of the day itself, including phone calls from passengers on the doomed planes, those on the ground, and the final scene. Today's Sunday Book Review came from a field guide to the long history of skyjackings, which was found in Crime Reads for today by Julia Sermons. We have several new podcasts on the Compliance Podcast Network I would urge you to check out. Low Forecast, the podcast from the Morrison Forrester Law Firm, hosted by James Kukios. We have Coffee and Regs by CSS, which takes a look at RegTech, which premiered this past week. I recently premiered Survive and Thrive, a podcast I co-host with Courtney Nordrum. In this podcast series, we take a look at compliance disasters from history and the lessons learned from them, and more importantly, how you can avoid and prevent them going forward. It's a lot of fun, and Courtney's a great co-host, so check it out. Comtech, a podcast on the intersection of compliance and technology, big brains in compliance. And finally, we have the Compliance Handbook, where I take a deep dive exploration into topics related to the nuts and bolts of compliance. Thanks so much for listening.